J of GIZ, if they're distinct, then they are the functions of multiplicatively independent modular constants. There's no multiplicative JGIZ to the power AI, which if it is not all zero, can never be a constant. Okay. But I don't want to go into the proof of that too much. The fact shows somehow that these things can't lie in larger dimensional elliptical sets, and we're just going to be looking for isolated multi-modular entities. Well, you do it. Yes. Yes. Different things. So you can. Yeah. So I'm going to assign a complexity to a multi-modular n tuple, and this will be simply the maximum modulus of the corresponding discriminant of the tau I, which is the inverse image of the singular modulus in the upper half plane. And complex multiplication tells us that the singular moduli have a kind of like 3 given by the part number. So there's an effective Brauer-Seidel estimate to the size of the part number. And so this point C has many constants. Also these part numbers are not very large, that number estimate is effective. And also the log of the height, the singular moduli have a quite small ray height. It is logarithmic of ray height in terms of the discriminant. And so the multiplicative relation is somehow controlled by this complexity. The size of the, what have I called them there? The size of the, I haven't called them there, the BI. If you've got, so the alpha I here will be the singular moduli, we want to control the size of the multiplicative relation, how big are the BI. And by a result, well, it appears in this paper as lower matter, but they attribute it to you, that you can bound the multiplicative relation in terms of the survey height and the degree of the field and so on. The degree of the field here is bounded above by that complexity, and all the height is bounded by the epsilon power. So altogether the AIs, which should say BIs, I've just changed the size of those AIs is bounded by some fixed power, depending only on n of this complexity measure of the tuple. So now we come to counting rational points on definable sets. So this X is uniformized by n-fold product of the half plane and the complex plane, where you with the J function operating on the first n coordinates and then the exponential function on the next n coordinates. And they have the standard fundamental domains. So for the J function we saw this in the last talk. And if you take the free image of V and intersect it with the fundamental domain, then this is so-called definable set in orthogonal structure. We behave after the real set. That we can say something about the points on them. And so is this set that I called Y, where I've taken this set Z and I add some more real coordinates that parameterize linear relations on the exponential side. That's where the multiplicative relation will lead to rational points in the T. Yes. So this set Y is a definable set, and so is this image Y prime where we forget about the U variables, because there'll be no rationality. You see, when you have one of these multi-modular tuples, when you pull it back up here to Z, the Z coordinate here will be quadratic. So that's the kind of rationality property that we can control. And the T here, we're going to get rational points here because of the multiplicative relation, but the logarithms of those points are not going to have any decent rationality properties, so we project them away. And then we get this set Y prime, which is a definable set, and every multi-modular n tuple gets you a point. Leads to what you might call a quadratic rational point on this Y prime. The Z coordinates are all quadratic rationalities, and the T coordinates are rational. And now, the fact that the multi-modular tuple P has, if it has complexity delta, then it has a lot of conjugates. So we can apply that Brauer-Seidel estimate, let's say taking the epsilon there to be a quarter, we'll get at least delta to the quarter power conjugate. And each one of those is going to give us a point in Y prime, which is quadratic rational in that sense. And its absolute height by that multiplied by the result, the fact that the complexity of the multiplicative relation is controlled by the discriminant, that will have some size bounded by some power of delta. And now, very general theorem of mine with Alex Wilkie about counting rational or bounded degree algebraic points on a definable set says that for any epsilon there are some constants depending on epsilon in the set. T to the epsilon rational point up to height T. This is the absolute height of the point. For a rational number in those terms, that's the maximum of numerator and denominator. And for a quadratic point, it's the largest absolute value of the integral coefficient, the minimal number. So this tells us that if there's a point Z on this there's a multi-modular n tuple on this described Z with a sufficiently large complexity, then there's going to be some real algebraic curve in this definable set Y prime. We found something real algebraic. And then this curve, associated with the curve, of course, is the hyperplane on the P to the n, which, so for every point in the curve, there's an associated hyperplane that intersects Z. Yes, no, it could be higher dimensional, but at least it contains a semi-algebraic curve. That's all I can use. Yeah, that's all I need. Because I'm going to complexify the parameter in that curve, and now I get a complex algebraic set, I get a complex curve, and the corresponding plane, so that will be a hyperplane, so that will be an n-dimensional algebraic, complex algebraic subvariety up in this Hn from Tn, which intersects the free image of V in a set of complex dimension 1. Now, the free image of V has complex dimension n, and it's sitting in a 2n-dimensional ambient, so for it to intersect this algebraic thing W, which is dimension n, in dimension 1 is again atypical. It's an atypical intersection of a different time. And now we're in functional transcendence land, because we've got a kind of exceptional intersection of something algebraic with the free image of something algebraic under the J function and the exponential function. So this here now up here is Chernwell theorem, axis theorem, the functional version of the Chernwell conjecture, which this is just axis theorem, actually written in this complex form. This is something. Yeah, no, so here we're taking just the graph. So here gamma is the full graph of exponentiation. This is axis theorem. Axis theorem is usually taken in the differential field, but it's actually this is something that's Jacob. Realize it's completely equivalent. It's a complex formulation. So here gamma is simply the graph of the n-fold Cartesian product of exponentiation. And this V is not the previous V. This V is an arbitrary algebraic variety in there. And we simply intersect the graph exponentiation with this variety V. And then the theorem says that if you take a component of that intersection, then the dimension of that is always typical, unless that last line happens. So the dimension is always the dimension of gamma plus the dimension of V minus 2n, which is then V minus n, unless this projection of A on the, well, it doesn't matter where you project it actually, if you think of somewhere in a proper weakly spatial subhorizon, but in Cn it says that there's a rational linear relation that holds on A. And another way of saying this, if you look more like Chenoweth's conjecture, is that if you consider on this intersection A, the various functions, the zi and the e to the zi, the dimension of V is transcendental degree of all those functions, and that would be at least n plus the dimension of A, unless the zi are really dependent over Q mod C, meaning that there's some rational combination of z, which is a constant. Alright, so if you really want to go to the differential formulation, the dimension of A is actually the number of independent derivations on this differential field. So this is actually theorem. And so the kind of application here is actually a weaker version that one is interested in, a so-called two-sorted version where you separate C, the Cn and the C star to the n. So now we consider a W, C to the n, and a V and C plus to the n, and an A in their intersection, and then if you apply the previous theorem with big V being big Cartesian product W, or actually I should say W Cartesian product V, then you get this equation. So the dimension of A is, the intersection is always typical in a dimensional sense, unless A is contained in a proper weakly special subvariety. And another way of saying that is you can then reapply Axe's theorem inside the weakly special, and you can keep going like that until you find a weakly special subvariety in which that intersection is not typical anymore. So another way of saying this is that, is what I've written there, that you can eventually find a weakly special subvariety U prime, which contains A, and the intersection is no longer atypical. In other words, the defect, the difference between F prime, which is the image of this U prime will be your